What is going on, garden fans? Welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. Spring is here, and I'm ready to give you the first spring tour of the year. It's a little bit earlier than last year. I'll be sure to post a link down in the description from our first spring tour last year. Things are blooming, and I wanted to kind of give you a little peek at all these flowers. It looks really pretty right now, and if we do get a late frost, it's probably all going to die just like it did last year. We certainly got some fall brassicas still growing. It's been so warm that some of them are wanting to flower out. What I'm going to do is end up topping these, and what they will do is continue to produce a good harvest for me throughout the spring and through the summer. I can generally keep brassicas alive here through most of the year. I can probably get a good year out of most brassicas planted in the fall. Definitely some weeds growing underneath them. What I'm going to do is pick those weeds out and start planting some herbs and veggies. My goji berry are starting to leaf out, once again, just a little bit earlier than they did last year. So we're crossing our fingers and hoping we don't get a late frost, just like we did last year. Here's a spot where I have weeded out underneath my brassicas and started planting, and I've got things like dill and chamomile planted here underneath these brassicas. And later on, once it warms up a little bit here in March, I'm going to be interplanting some more vegetables with it. So that's the theme here of the food forest. We pull up weeds, we plant things that we want, and that's how it goes. So all the peaches are flowering, the plums are flowering, my mulberries are starting to give me some fruit, and a lot of the perennial herbs and companions that are planted underneath my trees are coming in. The blackberries are putting on new spring growth, fresh spring growth, and what I'm going to do is continue to tip layer those and make them the dominant understory species here in the food forest. So I've got this companion planted blocks here. I continue to show it to people because it's a great instructional tool in companion planting. This is some chervil or cow parsley. We've got fall onions planted, and then there's garlic chives right underneath this peach tree. So this is a nice little 3x3 square where you can get a good idea of what companion planting should look like. Here are the peach blossoms, looking really good. Once again, we are just crossing our fingers. If we get a late frost sometime in March or April, like we did last year, we are going to once again lose all of our possible production coming in right now. Elderberry are starting to put on some new spring growth, and the gumi berry or autumn olive that I planted last year are once again putting on some nice fresh spring growth. These are really low maintenance. I didn't do anything but stick them in the ground and walk away. Other perennials or semi-perennial biennials here, a lot of self-seeders like regular parsley I've got coming in. And just like the brassicas, when they start to flower, what I'll do is top them off, and they will just continue to produce for me throughout the year. I've got some artichoke coming in. These are globe artichoke. Nice little underplanted globe artichoke. And here is a black mulberry, which is really putting on heavy this year. I really would love to get a mulberry harvest eventually. We did get a small fall harvest, but it seems to be the spring is when we get the most mulberries coming in. That's a black mulberry, Morus nigra. It's a local cultivated variety. And this mulberry right here is a Pakistani mulberry, one that I had bought out. The figs that I got, both figs on site. This is a black mission fig. It's starting to put on some nice green growth. Any cold temperatures will kill that. More peaches are in the background there, looking pretty good. I didn't do any fall pruning this year. I'm really going to take a hands-off approach and try to just let Mother Nature do her thing here on the food forest. I'm just going to trust in the permaculture process. Last thing I want to show you is my 2 plums in the back, and they are loaded down with flowers. And we're just hoping that it comes out to be a pretty good spring and summer this year. So we thank you all for watching. Just had a quick, easy one for you all. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, we appreciate your support. If you have any questions, just ask. God bless.